Are you a foreigner in the Philippines and want to start a business here? Are you wondering about the capitalization requirements? What exactly are the steps to registering your company in the Philippines? Well, you've come to the right place. This is the Hey Attorney podcast, and I'm your host, Attorney Bernice Piñol-Rodriguez, your trademark attorney and the founding partner of Piñol Law. I help people navigate the business and legal landscape with practical tips and know-how. Today, we are tackling a very important question. Can a foreigner own a business in the Philippines? And the short answer to this is yes, but there are rules, restrictions, and important legal considerations that you need to know before you invest your time and money. By the end of this episode, you'll be able to learn what types of businesses foreigners can own and cannot own in the Philippines, and the best business structures for foreign investors, how much capital investment is required, and the step-by-step process of legally registering your business in the Philippines. So if you're a foreigner, entrepreneur, investor, or even a Filipino with a foreign business partner, this is the guide for you. So let's get started. The Philippine government actually welcomes foreign investors, but there are specific rules and restrictions to be followed. Under the Foreign Investments Act, foreigners can actually own 100% of a business in many industries, but there are some restrictions based on the Foreign Investment Negative List. The list outlines industries that are partially or fully restricted to foreign ownership. So let's now go to those businesses that allow 100% foreign ownership. Number 1, export-oriented businesses. Number 2, BPO or business processing outsourcing companies. Number 3, manufacturing and wholesale businesses. Number 4, IT and software development. Number 5, restaurants without mass market, for example, mga fine dining restaurants, and other industries that are not in the FINL list. On the other hand, this is the list of businesses that absolutely do not allow any foreign equity or ownership. Number 1, the mass media, except for recording and internet businesses. Number 2, professional and corporate practice like being a lawyer. Number 3, trade and retail businesses with paid-up capital of less than 25 million pesos. Number 4, security and resource utilization. Number 5, gambling and entertainment, ownership, operation, and management of cockpits, weapons, and hazardous manufacturing. These are the businesses that allow for 25% foreign equity or ownership. Number 1, recruitment and employment, private recruitment, local or overseas. Number 2, defense and infrastructure, contracts for construction of defense-related structures. On the other hand, companies involving advertising and the media only pertain to 30% foreign equity. And these are the businesses that allow for 40% foreign ownership. Number 1, infrastructure and public utilities. Number 2, land and property ownership. Number 3, education. And number 4, agriculture and fisheries and culture. So what is the key takeaway from all the lists that I've mentioned? Many businesses are open to foreigners, but you need to check the restrictions carefully before deciding on your business type. So once you know which industries allow foreign ownership, the next step is to choose the right business structure for you. So here are your options. Number 1, domestic corporation. So this is the most common setup for foreign investors. Domestic corporations can be fully owned by foreigners or have up to 40% foreign ownership depending on the industry. You'll need to register with the SEC and comply with the corporate governance requirements. Next alternative is the OPC or the one-person corporation. Yes, foreigners can form an OPC as long as the industry you're getting into allows 100% foreign ownership. This structure is perfect if you want full control over the business. Next option is unlikely. It's actually a sole proprietorship. Now, generally, sole proprietorships are not allowed or available for foreigners unless you apply for a special investor's resident visa or an SIRV. This visa actually allows for foreigners to own a sole proprietorship business in the Philippines if they invest at least $75,000 or approximately 4.2 million pesos in qualified industries. And lastly, partnership with a Filipino. So if your chosen industry requires Filipino majority ownership, a great option is to partner up with a Filipino, of course. So the Filipino partner must own 60% of the business while the foreign investor can hold up to 40%. This is the most common setup here in the Philippines. So this kind of structure is actually very feasible, but you have to be careful that you do not violate the anti-dummy law. So I have a lot of clients who are foreigners, and they are married, let's say, to a Filipina and they want to start a business. I always make sure that they comply with the percentage requirements or the ownership requirements, because there is a danger that you can commit violations of the anti-dummy law. So we can discuss that in another video. So let's now go to the minimum capital requirements for foreign-owned businesses. So one of the most important things to consider is capital investment. So unlike Filipino-owned businesses, foreigners must meet specific capitalization requirements to legally operate. So let's look at the different structures and the rates for the general minimum capital for foreign-owned businesses. 200,000 pesos if you are starting a business that serves only Filipinos. 100,000 pesos if you hire at least 50 Filipinos in your employ, and 5 million pesos if you want to engage in retail trade, and 10 million pesos plus if investing in certain restricted industries. So you have to remember also that if you plan to start a small business, let's say below 200,000 peso capital, you must have a Filipino majority partner or apply for a special visa like the SIRV. Now let's go to how to register a foreign-owned business in the Philippines. So the process of registering a foreign-owned business is pretty straightforward, but with a few additional steps. So first, you have to choose a business name and register it with the SEC for corporations or DTI for sole proprietorships. So prepare the required documents, including articles of incorporation, bylaws, and proof of minimum capital investment. Next, you have to secure business permits from the local government, including the barangay clearance, mayor's permit, and the BIR registration. You'll also be needing to register with the SSS, PhilHealth, and the Pag-ibig if you want to employ Filipinos. For corporations with foreign investors, you may need additional SEC approvals or clearance from the Board of Investments if you're applying for tax incentives. And that's it. Foreigners can absolutely own businesses in the Philippines, but there are rules you need to follow. So just to recap, this is what we've learned. First, you have to choose an industry that allows for foreign ownership. Next is to pick the right business structure, whether it's a corporation, an OPC, or a partnership, or a sole prop. And next, you have to meet the minimum capital requirements. And lastly, you have to register with the SEC, DTI, BIR, and local government offices. So there you have it, folks. Starting a business in the Philippines can be rewarding, but it's always safe to consult a professional or a lawyer before you begin your process, just to make sure that you are in compliance with the requirements of the law. And there you have it. That is for our episode of the Hey Attorney podcast. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in the next episode. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have a friend who needs to hear this video or you want to learn, who wants to learn about foreign ownership, then you can send them a link of this video. Again, this is Attorney Bernice Piñol-Rodriguez, your Hey Attorney on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can send me an email at bernice@piñollaw.com or visit our website at www.piñollaw.com. Always remember, know your rights and do what's right.